Happy April 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. Although what's going on in our country is definitely a joke, right? All right. Okay, so I didn't move my table back, and so I'm a little askew. That's okay. What's most important is you're here. And we have a beautiful list of questions to ask. Thank you so much for participating on the community posts. I am so very grateful for you. I would also like to thank Cynthia H, Emerald B, same person, for sending me a gift from my Amazon wish list. That was very kind of you. I really appreciate it. Very kind of you. Very generous of you. Thank you very much. Okay, I have to find the High Priestess because that is the card of the day today on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. And you guys, I'm kind of floundering on Blue Sky. I had to drop Blue Sky posts for about 4 days when I was recovering from dental surgery. And I just couldn't do all 3. It was too hard. And you would think I could copy and paste, but you can't because Blue Sky has less characters that you can put on there. So I have to reformulate my message to put it on there every morning. And I'm kind of floundering. So if you could find me, I had to abbreviate the name because someone else already had my name or parts of it. So it's it's at way positive change. So the of and the is out. It's at way positive change. At way positive change, Blue Sky. So please find me on there. Please leave me a comment. And for those of you that are kind enough that leave comments on Facebook and Instagram, I am so very grateful for you. You make it worth my while. I love reading your comments. All right. So our card of the day today is the High Priestess, which means secrets are coming out, right? Secrets are coming out this week. I think the first card of the month is indicative of the month in general, but I think specifically the first week. And so watch for signs. Now, if you're with me on Facebook, and thank you again, you know that I've been posting. I was told to pay attention to Mother Nature's critters for messages to watch. And Paula Stahl also said she would help us interpret. And I'm very grateful for that. So what happened, I'm going to tell you what happened. I'm going to ask a couple of questions first and wait for a few more people to come in, and then I'll tell you about the message that I got from Spirit, from my prayers. And speaking of prayers, it's a new month. It's time for a new prayer list for the Move a Mountain prayer box. So when this live show is over, in the comments below the video, please put the person's name. You can put their first name and their initial of their last name and what the prayer is for, please. Okay? I won't be able to comment on every single person's post, but I am going to write down. I'll put a heart next to it, and I will write everyone's name down for the list. Okay? I promise. All right. Our members group. We've had 2 really great, our psychic development membership class, which is the only membership that I have. We did 2 great Sundays of clairaudience work and investigative readings. And this Sunday will be the free mini readings. So for members only, and make sure that I have your email. You can text me. I've sent several messages. It's on the message board. Make sure that I have your email so that I can send you a Zoom link so you can join us live and we can do your reading. Okay? All right. Now let's see. Zinni is still sick. Yay, Grace Gilbert. Welcome to the classes and mini reads. Please make sure that you text me. It's on all of the posts on the post board, my cell number, and I'll put your email in for your Zoom link. And you can go back and watch all of the classes, psychic development classes we've already done. Okay. I'm just going to ask a few questions here. We know that the Wisconsin election for Susan Crawford and the bad guy for their Supreme Court. It's their Supreme Court, right? Their state court, state Supreme Court election. This is pivotal. Musk was wearing a cheese head. He did jump up. He did not show the belly. He did not show his underbelly. He saved everyone. But you can bet Mike Myers will be hopping all over Saturday night SNL with the cheese head on. Oh my gosh. All right. So I want to know if there is going to be any, I'm just asking for entertainment purposes only. I'm asking if there's going to be any foul play with this Wisconsin. Ooh. There could be some waiting. People might have to wait extra long or wait for results or something not tabulating right. So will there be any foul play with this Wisconsin state election today? Elaine from Canada, we love you. We love you, Canada. All right. And I love me some Wisconsin and Minnesota. That's where I spent so many summers. All right. There are some shenanigans about. So there are going to be some attempts. This could be individual actors that will try to get in the way or make a problem, take some action. However, and it could make some people walk away from the polls. If they have to wait too long, it could make people walk away. But I don't think they get the results that the individual, yeah. So there are some power plays going on, trying to manipulate with. Can you guys see that? Manipulate. Okay. They also tried to manipulate the ads. Wow, there could be women instigators and a male instigator. But then the emperor comes up at the top, so I feel that Wisconsin will be on top of it, and they'll be able to stop, or something hits the wall here. Remember, when the emperor comes up, hits the wall. All right, so I think there may be a few things that get through, but any big thing is stopped and recognized. That also, something that is found, I felt intuitively, something that is found with this, where someone tries to manipulate, and it is manipulation because it's a magician, will lead them to look at what happened with Kamala, right? So put a pin in that, and then, somebody has got to start playing that victory speech back over. Becca was kind enough to send that to me because I couldn't find it and I needed it to be able to show it to my brother. All right. Now I'm going to ask Elon Musk's future after this Wisconsin election. Will he be triumphant? Will he be happy? If you're just joining us, please subscribe and hit that free like button. It really helps. Thank you. Thank you for anything you do to help support me in any way. Elon Musk's future. Well, he's going to attend some meetings. He's probably going to be called before the board. He will not have the world stage, and he is not welcomed. It reminds me, I wanted to ask about the soldiers found in Lithuania, unalived. I always read that there was going to be a problem in Lithuania, and here it is. Every time I read on Lithuania, I got a problem. Every time I read on Poland, it indicated struggles and upcoming problems. All right. He is seen as giving out misleading comments in the past, paying people. He wants to be popular. He wants to be seen as a celebrity. But I feel that he had more of that before he started this. He actually had it online with the Business Insiders and all of the interviews that he did there and Tesla, and he had it. He shot himself in both feet for entertainment purposes. All right, he's struggling. He's still trying to climb the mountain. They're seeing him as tied to the orange satanic person. There's defeat. We're hoping that he's defeated. He's hoping that he defeats. Okay. So I'm really, hang with me, because it looks like whatever happens in this race or shortly thereafter, if it isn't the race itself, his luck dissipates. It isn't good, especially with these two right there. He's just gone off balance here. Some Republican thinks he's trying to make things right in their mind, but when we have the devil and a struggle, opposition, usually this is a winning card, especially next to this, but with these two, it isn't, and the cups fall over. He'll still continue, but it just isn't going to be the same as he's used to. And the world is not, the world card is on its side, and that means he has a worldly image problem. Okay. All right. Lucky girls in the house. All right. So I'm going to tell you about the sign that I got. All right. And it was very clear. So a couple mornings ago, 3 mornings ago, like I said, on Facebook and Instagram, I said that I was told to watch Mother Nature's critters for signs and messages. And I got a couple. I got a blue heron up on top of a roof, and it was just hollering across the backwater, just hollering and hollering. Thank you, Marietta. And I thought, this is so crazy. I took a picture of it. I'm going to post it on Facebook. But then I kept walking. This is all in the same walk. I kept walking, and I was walking around the backside of the school, and there's a fence that comes up about, it's about 8 feet high, I think. And perched up on the fence, I'm walking up, it's on the right-hand side, is a big black crow. Big. I mean, it looked like a raven, but it was a big black crow, I'm pretty sure. So it was looking at me, was watching me, and, I always talk to the birds. Yes, I do. I do. I talk to chameleons and butterflies too. So anyway, it was on top. I was approaching it. It was up like here, and up above my eye level, and it was looking at me. And all of a sudden, a mockingbird flew in from the west side, flew in and came right in front of me, like 2 to 3 feet in front of me, right in front, just dipped down and went right up and zapped that big crow in the chest and it was fluttering and in its arm, and it's, under its wing, and then it flew off, and the big crow just went like that with its wing, and then it looked like it was falling backwards, and then it dipped back up and flew off. And it was amazing. It didn't try to go back and go after the mockingbird. The mockingbird didn't come back at it. This all happened within feet of me. I've never experienced anything like that before. I've seen some things like this up in a tree, but not to where I could see the physical attack. Never that I could so clearly see this physical attack. And all I could think of was this little mockingbird was, really small in comparison. It was very much like the David and Goliath. I mean, I was just thinking the slingshot thing, it was incredible. I couldn't believe it. I've never experienced anything like that before. And it was just within feet of me. It was just crazy. And I knew immediately what it meant. I thought it was important that the mockingbird came in from the west, which is the Gulf side, the Gulf of Mexico, and crossed in and went, to the crow, and then the crow flew off to the east. So, Paula, if you're here with me, maybe you can possibly explain that to me. But I have never seen anything like that before. I'm getting chills. I just stopped in my tracks to just sort of mentally and emotionally digest what just happened. I could see the feathers on the crow, very clear. I could see all the feathers and where it raised its arm up in the feathers. And I was astounded. So I shared with everyone the last couple of days, because we kept getting the Page of Cups, which is a Mother Nature critter messenger, and the littles in our lives. So I shared that on Facebook for everybody to please pay attention to animals and their messages. Like for instance, an armadillo means for you to protect yourself. And this has always worked with me. That was right before I found out a lie about someone I was married to. And anyway, I needed to protect myself. And the Animals Speak book, which is, it's right there. Animals Speak by Ted Andrews. That's one of the best books you can get. You can buy it used at thrift books. And so any animal that you see, you can see what their Native American totem medicine message is. You can use the medicine cards. And then also Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen Farmer is also there. That's up a notch. That's also a really good. So Animals Speak by Ted Andrews and Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen Farmer. Those have, that's even a bigger book. So, but you can get both of them used at thrift books or anywhere. Anyway, they're very helpful. I have 2 copies because I had one in the store copy of my metaphysical store that I had, The Way of Positive Change. All right, so that was the message. And I firmly believe that we're going to see more of this happening. I feel that it was specifically for me to convey to you. And we're going to see it more and more. That's going to be the small bird wins, that the David and Goliath thing is going to repeat its theme. And we're going to see it, And God bless Cory Booker. Schumer's helping him out there. And then I also saw that Bernie Sanders was giving a live speech. So that is really, really, really important. Okay, let's continue with the reading. So thank you for indulging me. I had to share that with you. It was incredible when you can actually see the feathers. It is incredible. I'll never forget it because the mockingbird scared me. It flew so close to me, in front of me. All right. Okay. Lynn's Art Room asked, how's Senator Bernie Sanders' health? He's 83. So let's ask that. I took all of these messages from the community post page. Thank you so much again. How's Bernie Sanders' health? He's 83. Does anybody, is he a Virgo? I think he's a Virgo. I think it's just hugely important. That message was so huge. And please, if you have any animal experiences, sightings, things like armadillos or, any animal behavior, please post it on here and I will share it. I don't think I'm going to wait till Friday to come back on. Oh, also Thursday, I will be on Denise Knight Divination on her channel at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific. Okay, Denise Knight Divination, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific on her channel. I may come back on Wednesday. I got so much going on. Got to get Zinni to the vet. Okay. Bernie Sanders' health. Well, I see that he had a problem and had to change a pill or medicine. He had a consultation with someone. I think he wants to travel more. He has to follow the correct information given to him, the knowledge. He's got to do the traditional diet. Sometimes he doesn't want to do that. So you know how we each have our own habits. We know what they are. We know what they are. When the devil comes up, we always know what they are. We know. Okay. So he gets a little news here that doesn't feel so great. They may try to tell him to settle down now. So he may have to settle. He's going to travel first. But then I think they want him to try this or to change up his routine and implement something else. So he may feel like it's not fair that he can't go everywhere that he wants to go. Okay. So this is, it feels not fair, right? So there's a little something he has to adjust. It's not the tower. Okay. All right. Next question. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're new here. If you want to attend psychic development classes, become a member. You can unsubscribe at any time. All right. And mini readings are this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. All right. Now, Carrie asks, will there be any more attempts on the Pooty's life? Will there be any more attempts to unalive the Pooty? Will there be any more attempts to unalive the Pooty? I was so busy with my brother, I don't even know exactly what happened, you guys. Okay, so there'll be a short delay. Now, this is one of, when I teach tarot class, this is one of the cards that can indicate the sniffy coke, okay, because of the snow here. So that to me means there could be a powder of some sort. You know how the Pood likes to powder people? You catch my drift? Don't catch a drift of that. All right, so before I had always gotten the Queen of Cups. I've got the Queen of Wands here. All right, patience. They have to wait. They have to wait for the right time. Concocting something, possibly something by mouth, right? Or something that's powdered. It's a pop-up kind of thing. It's unexpected, of course. Yeah, I feel that this is going to be, I've always felt when I've done readings that someone slips a Mickey. Moonstone Girl, welcome to psychic development classes and mini readings. I will need your email to send you the Zoom link. Go to the community post for members and you'll see my cell phone number, please. All right. And that is the sign of the Pood, the King of Wands. And I'm going to take this as a yes. And I'm going to take this as someone that wants to replace him. And there's a female that has or will help with access for entertainment purposes only. So it's patience and a change of plan because the hangman's there. What happened didn't work. So they rearrange, patience, perseverance, a pop-up, placement, assistance, and yes, and the person who wants to replace. All right, there's Denise. I'll be on her channel on Thursday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have so much fun. It's been too long. Okay, now, Analog Dreams asks, will the Herritage Foundation be exposed as the architect of 2025? And then B, what will happen to the Herritage Foundation? So will the Herritage Foundation be exposed as the architect of 2025? Yes or no? The Fool. Someone could literally stumble over some information, right? Okay. Now here the devil is on its side, the connection, the original meetings, and speaking of the privileged wealth that very much, looks at that picture of Thomas and the real estate guy with all the Nazi stuff. There's a fight to obscure this. And there could be some infighting within the Herritage. There's a fight to block, judgment. So I think you'll get some indication. Someone stumbles over information. They try to block it, but they're able to cut free. This reporter is able to cut free to say that some of the members may have had something to do with it, but they weren't the whole creative. I think that's more like, is Leonard Leo a member of the Herritage Foundation? I think he is. You guys can let me know. Yeah, Harlan Crow. Thanks. Harlan. It's Harlan Crow. Because you have to talk like that when you're from Bama. So you have to grit your teeth. Queen of Swords means that there's some sort of disassociation. So there could be some people in there that had something to do with it. But let's see what happens. There's fighting. There's infighting. There's inbreeding and infighting in the Herritage Association with Holland. How are you? Darling. Okay, that's enough of that. What happens to the Herritage Foundation? Oh, they're all over the place. They're very ungrounded. They're trying to cover their tracks. They are skedaddling. Whoo, backtracking, honey. There isn't a backhoe big enough for that. Oh, man. They're going into defense. They're going down. They're face planting, and they will retract statements. They are going back over their steps. They're trying to defend themselves. They're trying to stay in power here. And then the whole thing goes to hell in a handbasket. So that isn't good for them. They're trying here, but the whole thing frays apart. It just frays. It just frazzles, and they retreat. So they don't have what it takes. All right. Yes, a drawl. That's what it is, rose blue. Okay. All right, now. And they are finally admitting that they sent a person who was not guilty of any crime to El Salvador. This includes, that just includes the dad that was deported to El Salvador, and they're saying it was a mistake. But now they're saying, oh, we can't get him back because he's in El Salvador, and he's in their control. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? So it's the soccer player, the gay cosmetologist, and this dad who has, and the soccer player has never committed a crime in Venezuela or the US and had a court date. So did the cosmetologist, or they're calling him the gay barber, but he was a stylist. He wasn't. Okay, so there's going to be problems. So that you know what's going to hit the fan. But they are admitting that the dad dude, hey Joe Schmo, the dad dude they're finally admitting they've made a mistake. They haven't admitted about the soccer player with the crown on the soccer ball tattoo, or the gay man with the mom and dad tattoo. All right, we're going to ask a question about that. That's on the next page. Will the limitations, okay, Deb Bartlett asked, will the limitations RFK implements or is implementing to vaccine access bring about a pandemic or pandemics in the US? Okay, I don't even know about the 14-year-old boy. Oh my God, I said intense prayers. And thank you for the post suggesting that everyone send prayers for the people that have been deported, for all of them, but especially the ones deported for wrongly convicted and kidnapped. But ask for archangel interventions, please. Send BP. Okay, so I think RFK, somebody resigned because of his vaccine comments, doesn't want to work with him. And then I think he's replaced him with this other dude here that is anti-vax. This is going to cause a problem because there is something growing slowly here. This is slow, steady growth. It is on its side, thank God in heaven. This could be something that travels from overseas. That is not good. This is also not good. It could cause us to take pause or take precautions, and it can separate us from other people. There will be people with immune issues that will be concerned and not want to go out in public or by themselves. There will be changes. Again, again, watch for messages. Okay, it will come in animals as well. This is the littles card. Remember, I got this day before yesterday for our card of the day. And this is stock your pantries. You have to take care of your stock your pantries. And remember the toilet paper. And try to get it made out of bamboo if you can. Okay. I do believe, and there will be some more problems with the littles, right? The ones that are unvaccinated, and it can cause heartbreak because they're already giving them too much because of RFK Jr.'s comments about vitamin A and cod liver oil. They're actually seeing people with littles that have liver damage because they're buying this stuff off the shelves. And this is happening in Texas. This is crazy. Crazy. And this is all to do with that false talk. This is repetitive of COVID. It's like, what the hell? We have to go through this again? Again, we're going through this with the misinformation and Fox noise? So will anyone sue Fox? Will any of these people who have given vitamin A or cod liver oil to their child because they saw it on Fox Noise, will Fox be sued? Is this going to be the end now? Because you don't touch the children. It's one thing to harm adults, which is also heinous, but you don't touch. Mama Bear, Papa Bear are coming out. That's right, Rose. Okay, so will Fox on News be sued? Yeah, Rogan's had lots of blows to the head. Hey, the Midas boys have taken over number one. They passed Rogan, and he knows it. Okay, there is misinformation right here. Remember, that's our Bill Barr, Elon Musk, Pam Bondi card. And there is a choice they will be faced with a choice. Maybe they'll be told that they can't put them on anymore. They're working on it. False offerings, retractions. Someone that comes up from the past. Here's the paper. Here's the money. There's a female lawyer. Here's possible indictment or ensuing papers, money, things that are written. And this is moving forward. So there will be a lawsuit brought. They will be sued. So what happens to them? There is something coming. It's coming very soon. Could be 6 days, 6 weeks with that 6 of cups. So what happens to Fox News? There's the suit. There's the money. They have to pause and think about what they're going to create. Thank you, Lee. They're going to have to pay. They shot themselves in the foot. They should have known. They should have listened to their inner voices and to people that warned them. And because of this, they will pay. They're going to pay. They think they're the star. They think they're all happy and all that. Really. And then we know. Okay, so they will be made to pay. They're going to have to pay. And this may be started with one family in particular, but they are going to have to pay. And so I believe they're going to make an adjustment. Okay. All right. And I want to thank Cynthia H. again, if you're just joining us, for sending me something from my Amazon list. Thank you very much. All right. If you're just joining us and you didn't hear about the sign that I got with the Mockingbird and the giant crow, it's like mutant crow. It's like a raven crow. Then you'll have to listen. You'll have to rewind. It's not very at the beginning. It's like 10 minutes in or something. All right. So now let's go to the next page. Mel Mack asks, where's the safest place to put our money? Is 45 planning to crash the market and force bank closures? So I'm going to do a couple economy things here. Will there be bank closures? All right. Let's ask first, will there be bank closures? Thank you, Amora. Thank you, Lee. Will there be bank closures? Chase and Bank BOA should already be, they created, Wells Fargo, excuse me. Yeah, Wells Fargo, especially Wells Fargo, because they did things. All right, I got the same card here. Will there be bank closures? This could be someone ahead of the financial. And what's that wackadoodle's name that just got out of jail that Trump is listening to with the tariffs? And I think Putin even told them to do these tariffs. I do think that, thank you, Daniel, I do think that there's going to be a bank closure. I do. Now, it may be just some of the small ones, but I do think there's going to be a bank closure. Investments, little savings. Savings, things that are safe, treasury, bonds. Okay, most of the banks are going to be okay. There's going to be a couple here that have problems, but most of the banks are going to be okay. They'll stand, and I think I think Congress will vote to help them stand. There will be some ties to some bad money practices. There will be, because they're seen as having bad money practices, and whether it's raking people over the coals to go to college, or buying up banks and corporations, buying up real estate and jacking up the prices or rents, and what they did before by just allowing people to have those before the bust back in 6, 7, and 8, when they just allow people to just have a loan for any type of loan that they want, knowing that they couldn't afford it. Deregulation was just incredible. Okay, so let's take a look. That's a good question. Mel Mack? Mary Mack? Mel Mack? Okay, so what's the future of the stock market? And I'm going to start doing, I did one last month, but you guys didn't really like it. I'm going to start doing, I put the next 7 days. The heading of the video will be called The Next 7 Days. And it'll be like the next 7 days for Musk, the next 7 days for Vance, the next 7 days for 45, things like that, so that I can just, it'll just be a tarot blitz reading, this the next 7 days, because these first 7 days of April could be, kahuna busting. Okay, so let's see. It's the near future, the stock market. Yeah, see, Katie says, my birds always let me know what's going on. Let me tell you, that was crazy. That was, like I said, never experienced anything like that before. I've been really close to dolphins, but that was crazy. Okay, the stock market. I think there's sometimes bad actors there that make waves. There will be some withdrawals. There will be some sales, withdrawals, getting out. There's people getting in. They'll be watching the world, but there will be secrets revealed here. But this is touchy. This is very touchy. So it'll be an end of a chapter. So the overall economy, I got to remember all this so I can write it down. The overall economy outlook for us over the next several days. Traditional spending. Some people are going to walk away from buying shiny things. Some people that have big spending habits will not be doing that. Sales at big box stores will go down because people have anxiety. But this is a good card to get when you're anxious, because the roses on the blanket and the astrological signs on the blanket promise hope for the future. We're still receiving. People receiving Social Security, Medicare, there are cuts here that's tough. And it could be, so don't make things worse for yourself. Don't overbuy groceries. Go only for the BOGOs. Go to different stores, because different stores have different BOGOs. So go to Aldi's and see what's on sale there. Go to Kroger or Winn-Dixie or Safeway or whatever you have, or and see what their BOGOs are, and then go to another store and go to Trader Joe's, see what's on sale there, or wherever, whatever's close to you. Okay, but this is not a time to go into debt, okay, because some monies could be tied up. So don't make a problem for yourself, okay? It's not a good time to go into debt. But we're okay here. And remember, a lot of times the devil card is fear. So, and it's self-chained. It's self-done. So let me see if I can just ask, if we get out of this fear, if you and I keep saying positive affirmations, my income is always increasing. I am a money magnet. I am a magnet for money. My income is always increasing. I prosper at every turn. Will we all be okay financially? Good. Dave got his Social Security. See, they're doing it. I do think that there may be a little bit of a small, there could possibly be a little delay when they bring the wrecking ball through, but everyone will be okay. We just have to make wise decisions. Your decisions, that's what it is. You got to have Judge Judy in your pocket when you're making financial decisions. So don't surrender there. Wait a little bit. So wise decisions. Just, that's all I can say. So it's just traditional earnings and spendings, and buy some, give some, save some. Just be wise, right? There could be little delays. We're okay. Walmart has sales. So look for the sales. I did, Carol Young, I did a reading if there would be another attempt on Putinesca. And it was a yes. All right. Now, Teresa asked, will Musk really leave the White House in May? I don't think it's going to take that long. I think he's being haunted too. I really do. Will Elon Musk really leave the White House in May? And bless Tim Kaine, Senator Tim Kaine, that was Hillary Clinton's running mate, because he's making a motion on the Senate floor to overrule Trump's tariffs on Canada. Wahoo! I want to see. Let's ask that too. I may go over a few minutes, you guys, today. Sorry, I just have, you guys put all these great questions up there. All right. Will Musk really leave? I don't think the Pood wants Musk in there either. Oh, he's still in there in Taurus. had enough? Tower. The answer is yes. Now, it could, Taurus is May and Taurus is April and May. So this could be by the end of the month or just into May, but the answer is yes. Yeah. The fake tower, he isn't who he says he is. He may have this really bright brain and maybe problem solving. My brother pointed out something that he was able to come up with a solution that scientists couldn't figure out in this one particular thing. But he isn't this. He isn't. This comes down. This false facade that these people built, it's man-made, falls down. The mask comes off, right? And you see who he really is. And so he will be catapulted from the top of the tower. So put a pin in that on your board. I'm watching too much Murders in the Building. They're pinning everything up on the board. Oh my God. Okay. All right. All right. Musk will be, he's already haunted. All right. Clearfield asked, will any or all of the Venezuelans or others captured and sent to El Salvador prison be returned or released? Yes or no? Okay. I don't, that could be very true that his contract is up then, but this is going to be bigger than that. Thank you, Miss Lynn. Okay. Clearfield asks, will any or all of the Venezuelans or others captured and sent to El Salvador prison be returned or released? Yes or no? Oh boy, this is such a hard time. This is such a really, really hard time. Their families are sad. They're sad together. They have each other. And there will be people there will be men there that meet each other, and they will be able to contact each other and work together in some way to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Something good is going to come out of this. But right now, it is swirling with speculation, speculative talk, gossip, false information with the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords. There are messages coming soon, and this could be air travel. So this leads me to believe that someone will be released. There's a fight, disgruntled people. There's chaos and drama. It's the El Salvador Kardashians. We have to make a commitment. We're still trying to sort through the clouds of indecision and the information isn't clear completely on everyone. Okay, and they will relent. They will acquiesce. So the answer is yes. And this one female lawyer that is working on the stylist case will have a breakthrough. She will be one of the people that has a breakthrough. But the answer is yes. They will acquiesce and they will make an offer. We may have to appease them in some way to make this happen. Okay. I'm going to have to go back in and adjust the ads to less. Hi, Paula. I said your name earlier about the message that I received and that you were going to be helping us interpret the animal medicine on Facebook. Thank you so much. Okay. So the answer is yes to will any or all Venezuelans or others captured and sent to El Salvadore prison be returned or released? Yes. Will there be, okay, Arla asks, will there be a large drop in European and international tourists arriving in the US for summer? Now, we do in Florida, even though it's hotter than four hells here in Florida in the summer, we do have a lot of international travel here to our coast and predominantly to the East Coast. So will there be a large drop? Will there be less people coming here from European and international countries this summer? Democrats are stepping up. Things are going to happen. They're stepping up. Okay, here's the international travel, and there will be change. So some people will not come here. The Wheel of Fortune is on its side. And the tower, they feel that the tower has gone off inside of the US, so they don't feel like it's that safe. Some will still come. But they feel like they can't trust the air traffic controllers. They can't trust what's going on, if it's safe to travel. And I think some of them will work on changing their plans to go to other places, just like China and South Korea and Japan are now working together. And they're not, it's just, okay. Because the Queen is facing this way and there's change, it's much less. It's much less. So there will be a drop. I think it's a significant drop, but there still will be some people that come that still believe in the United States, that have love in their hearts, and still believe in loving things and poetry and all things good. Okay. All right. New Mexico True asks, will Trump try to enact the Insurrection Act of 1807? This enables the president to deploy the U.S. military and federalized National Guard troops in the U.S. to suppress civil disorder or insurrection or rebellion. Will he be successful in enacting the Insurrection Act of 1807? Will he be successful with this? Because he sees what's going on with Tesla, and he sees what's going on around the Republican representatives and town halls. He sees. So he wants to make it that you can't do that. So let's see if he'll be successful. Okay, here come the lawsuits that block and overturn. This is ungrounded, unfounded, unbalanced. There he's trying, he's already booted this around. He's already playing air hockey with this. He's already knocking this all over the table, writing it up. There'll be an announcement coming. He is going to try this. He's going to try to executive order his way into there, but it isn't received well. And I think Putin's told him to do this too. I think this came directly from the Pud. He is going to try to do it. He will try to do it. Now, I'm hoping that something happens and he is removed before that happens. Will the Insurrection Act be instituted and upheld? Because I feel that it'll be taken out. Okay. Will it be instituted? The Insurrection Act of 1807 and hold. Will it hold? Putin told him to do it. He's the one that told him. He's not going to be able to just executive order his way through this. He can try it. He can decree it. So yeah, it's too. No, it'll go into the courts and it'll be mumbo jumbo and it'll be up and down and all around. he may be able to get a smaller version of it across the goal line, but it won't be that exact act. But I think this is untenable because of because of the attorney here, the 7 of cups, the 5 of swords. I don't think this will be tenable. So I think he drops the ball with it. All right. Great questions, you guys. All right. What is the action or reason? This is from @Nick. What is the action or reason 45 will finally be removed from office? 1, he's going to have a health problem. 2, there's going to be protests. All right. What is the action or reason 45 will finally be removed from office? Okay. All right, and then I have a couple more questions. I'm going to ask about the soldiers in Lithuania and our guides and angels. What do our guides and angels want us to know? So a reading for you and I. And then I will be back on Thursday. Denise Night Divination, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'll do a video on Friday. I may come on. I might do something tomorrow or Thursday, depending on how much news breaks. I may do my own video on Thursday. Before Denise or after Denise, we'll see. Maybe after Denise, we'll see. Because you know what's going to hit the fan. Okay. There's what is the reason action that 45 will finally be removed from office? So there is an association, his egregious behavior with Russia and the Putin, and offers that went back and forth, and even these tariffs and things that are done in a worldly. NATO may have something to do with this as well, but an association with Russia is at the crux of this, at the base of this Celtic cross, and some having to do with his victory. So there will be something that has to do with his victory and that he won. Okay. Continue to watch for the animal messages. This keeps coming up. There will be an announcement and a judicial decision with eyes wide open, seeing what you need. You know, my eyes are on you. Judge Judy, right? Or many other judges. And then there will be a change of fortune. There will be a ruling that goes against him. So it will be legal, but it will also be the association with Russia, a deal that was made, and something about the win. Okay, but I feel that it will have legal, it will be done through a legal way. Okay, with that justice card there. All right, let's ask, what happened to the soldiers in Lithuania? What happened to the 4 soldiers in Lithuania? Happy birthday, Alma. New members for psychic development class, make sure that you go in the members board posts or our group posts and text me your email so I can add you to the Zoom list so I can put you in class with us and do your mini reading this Sunday. What is the reason for the unaliving of 4 soldiers in Lithuania? What happened? Something that happened during the night. I'm feeling like they were ambushed. Yeah, they couldn't defend themselves. They thought they were okay. I feel that they were ambushed. And they were by water. They could have been sickened by something they drank, too. We're on the job here. There's going to be a possible trying to cover up, but I feel that they were ambushed, unfortunately. So say prayers for their families. All right. Remember that I'm starting a prayer list for it's the first of the month. No joke. Move them out in prayer list, not in the live chat, but after the live video is over, put the person's first name and the first letter of their last name and what you want the prayer for to go into the box. I won't be able to respond to everyone because our lists are getting longer, but I will put a heart and I will put their name into the box with the prayers, with the said prayers and the bells. The chimes. Okay, what do we need to know? What do our guides and angels want us to know? Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Help a girl out. Thanks for all of you who have already helped me out and been with me from the beginning. My light worker family. We're all psychic here. Here we go. Wheel of Fortune. All right. Now, this means there's going to be cray, right? There's going to be some fast, quick changes. And even though this Anubis gets to go all the way up to the top and has its day in the sun, it then goes back down, right? So even the orange one, and this is orange, goes up to the top, it goes back down. So there's going to be quick changes for the better. Okay, that tenable plan, that plan will not be tenable, okay? And the things that Trump thought he could juggle, keep afloat, keep all the plates spinning, he will not be able to do that. Do not lose control of your emotions. Each day is different. Stay in the day that you're in. Do the best to balance your life. You're doing a great job. Do not give up. Do not give up hope. It's gonna be cray this week. Okay. There will be some people will take foolish actions against others. There will be questions of faith, questions of ethics, what's right, what's wrong. Thank you, Bebo. What's right, what's wrong. Remember that you don't have to impose your faith onto anyone. You keep it to yourself and you say prayers and you say MBOs and BPs and you do what's traditionally right for you. You offer to help a friend. You return to love and all things Sir Lancelot is, the love and beauty. Although Lancelot did fight. This knight doesn't like to get dirty. He will throw his cape down for you to walk across a mud puddle, though. Just saying. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Investment opportunities. Lots of opportunities coming in here. Okay. Do not be afraid of the chaos. There will be chaos and disorder of the Kardashian kind. And there will be some instability. There will be a feeling of ungroundedness. Now, you're going to see other people like 45 become ungrounded, okay? You know Poods messed up in the head, right? You know that someone tried to Prigogine him. So, and you know how I feel about that. Okay, so anyway, this is instability and a lot of change is coming. So I want you to continue to say your MBOs, continue to say your prayers, and ask for archangel intervention. And you stay grounded. Now, things like black tourmaline and amethyst are my favorite combination to help you stay grounded. Black tourmaline and amethyst. can also put some rutilated quartz in there or terminated quartz, because that has clear quartz and black tourmaline inside of it. So you can get a bracelet that has terminated quartz, and selenite too. But these are my two. They work together so wonderfully well. So black tourmaline and amethyst. The keywords, the two keywords are stay grounded. And the other big message is to watch for animal actions, behaviors, and messages, like I got, that you're all getting, and to return to love and things of love and the arts. So immerse yourself in the arts. If you can't protest, paint a beautiful sign for someone to use. They'll be so grateful, especially if you're as talented as I know you are. Okay. If you want to have a reading, I have spots open the end of April. Just go to thewayofpositivechange.com and scroll down to book an appointment. It's very user-friendly. I have so much love for you guys. Thanks for keeping us entertained. When my brother was here, we had one of our best visits yet, and with the extended family, it was just a blast. And much love to you, and I'll see you for sure Thursday, Denise night, divination, 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern, and then back here on my channel, 4 p.m. Eastern Friday. And I may come on because it's going to be, well, you saw, it's going to be Night of Wands. There's going to be the news. It's going to be Rachel Maddow's going to be going like, I don't even know which story to talk about first. Okay. All right. Much love to you. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon Sipe, Beth Cat, Lucky Girl, and thank you for the super chats. Bye.